taking drunk Orson Welles seriously is hilarious. Yeah, very, very dumb move. Very dumb move. You're looking for a Palmer Rocky type, then yeah, exactly. Like, I didn't think they were gonna Palmer Rocky Kane Peterson. I figured they were just gonna, like, give him, you know, all the tools he needs to succeed, but also to maximize their chances of making a profit. You know, plus, like, long term, that also works well for A24, because if this does do really well and it, like, launches Kane Peterson as this hot new directorial talent, they'll be able to say, hey, we were the guys who believed in you and propped you up at the beginning. Now come direct a bunch more movies for us. You know, like, it's advantageous on all levels for them to try and prop his lack of experience up as much as physically possible. You know, just because it's such a lucrative IP. The French champagne. I love that video. Orson Welles was a genius and very insightful, but people forget he was also a drunken blabbermouth and also just said, shit, yeah. I mean, he was like every artist, you know. Where it's like, when you talk to them at 9 in the morning, they'll admit that they're just like another craftsman or technician, no different than any other job. But you talk to them at 9 p.m. at night, after they've had a few bottles of red wine, and they'll be standing on top of a table screaming about how they're the voice of a generation and the only living human breathing human being in the universe, you know? Like, that's just how artists are. My favorite part of that is a bit where they just call action. He sits there for a moment in silence and then goes, he doesn't do anything. Yeah, he's so drunk. Oh, God. All right, well, last time... So, for those who weren't here last time, things really went to fucking shit. The Imperial Boomerang was swinging back on the people of New Liberon. Their inability to conquer the Venuran civilization just decided to, you know, lead to the Eutropian government doing militarized police crackdowns on their own people and then basically burning down their own cities. In response, due to the humiliation. You know, very much America 2026 kind of moment. We're getting publicly humiliated on the global stage by a superior superpower. Time to start doing war crimes to people in our own country. Like Alex Pretty or Renee Good. I'm out. Good night, Olivia. Thanks for hanging out. I like the bit where he started a new take and sounded like he was crying. Yeah, that was pretty funny. But yeah, so shit was going down, and everybody was just bailing out, including the Venurans. And then Lith and Nostro ended up getting into a big argument and breaking up, kind of. Or, like, splitting up. Because... Okay, I still don't know why she did this, but, like, it came out that he apparently had a robot wife and child at some point. But, like, Lith suppressed his memories of that, so instead he could just be her lover. And so he got incredibly upset and, like, decided to go see if he could track down his wife and child before, like, the planet is completely destroyed. I think there's been a time jump now, and Lith is just, like, we're playing as Lith, trying to survive in the in like the newly apocalyptic New Liberon cityscape now that the Empire has fallen. You know, like this is basically what's going to happen when the US government decides to nuke American states in response to China becoming the new global superpower. You know, so we're kind of dealing with the fallout of that. I do like the more like sunny, you know, like techno-utopian picture frame being completely off skew. That's a pretty good detail. All right, let's start as we always do by looking around at everything and getting the flavor text.
I remember when the city looked like that. Seems like a lifetime ago.
The exit. A retro camera. Must be from the Earthling cosplay zone or something. I'm gonna get some sleep. Okay, good night, Achiza. The last chapter in this game went in like 20 directions. Yeah, there was a whole lot of revelations, including that Nostro is somehow the son of like one of the evil neo-feudal like overlord general characters. I don't really understand how that works because he's a robot. I guess maybe Nostro's personality is like a brain scan of that guy's actual dead son or something like that, maybe. But yeah, New Liberon fell because like the capitalist system finally collapsed and all the neo-feudal overlords fled the planet and firebombed it. Lif and Nostro broke up and split up. I don't know why, but for some reason the Venurans just bailed on them. The pink-haired lady, who it turned out was secretly still a neo-feudal overlord, like, her brain tried to self-destruct because she was helping us. I guess it was a fail-safe that they had hidden inside her. If she gets too communist, the nanobots disassemble her or something. Teddy bear.
A teddy bear. He's been... Oh god, I don't even want to think about that.
I think I'm looking forward to working a normal job for a bit and not doing school, because that shit is stressful with no payoff. I mean, understandable, yeah. Like, I liked university and stuff, but I do know what you mean, that at the very least with work, you do get the tangible benefit of getting money for what you're doing. It's honestly absurd that, like, the government doesn't pay you to be a student. That's what they do in Australia. If you're a student and, like, you can't work full-time, the government actually gives you basically, like, an unemployment dole payment to help with your studies. It's called, like, Oz Study. Also, studying science is like running on a treadmill of cheese graters. Yeah, no, that's ridiculous. It's like, it's not much. It's not like they give you thousands of dollars or anything, but like, if you're living at home, you know, with your family, it's enough money to get by on while you're studying. Like, I was on Oz Study for some of my undergrad and stuff, and, you know, it was very helpful.
A pile of broken and shot up furniture. The power's been out for ages. I'm not actually sure how this clock is still running. Not that I have work to get to or anything. One of the silver linings of this giant mess, what BSNBC called F-Day. Although, you know, I kind of miss going to work now.
That sounds awesome. Yeah, I mean, it's only like a couple $100 every fortnight. But like I said, if you're living at home and studying full-time, like, so you don't have to pay for rent, that's huge. Like, that's such a... It allows you to, you know, like, go out, like, buy stuff you need for school. Go out with some friends once every now and then. It's great. I just wish I didn't need, like, a full year of school of engineering to be... Yeah, it's so crazy how much schooling you need for it. I'm seriously considering going back to school. I actually made an appointment with admissions to see what I need to move over. That's a great idea, Space Goat. I think that's awesome, man. 4 engineering classes out of like 12 left. 1/3 of my chemistry degree will be engineering. Yeah, why do they need you to do so much fucking engineering? It's like you're doing a specialized science degree. What application does knowing engineering have to do if you want to be a biochemist?
A once thriving metropolis. Now it's Helion in a handbasket. I better not get too close or I might draw the attention of those homicidal machines out there.
Okay. Interesting.
A very sturdy rope. Great for putting yourself out of your misery. Oh, and also for climbing up and down things. That too. I'm gonna want to take this.
Yeah, I figured I would need to take that. Can I take the camera? The camera is in terrible shape, but the lens looks flawless, amazingly. Might be useful later.
A teddy bear. He's been... Oh god, I don't even want to think about that.
I just really need the resources. At least now I actually have half of a plan. I didn't have any plan the first time around. I think going into university knowing what you actually want to study and achieve is like much better than just kind of going in blindly. It's a class where I have to explain chemistry principles using physics. It's for theoretical chemistry, which like no one gets into. Yeah, what a fucking weird waste of your time. Why don't they just save those classes for if you actually want to be a fucking theoretical chemist? Like, I'm sure it's useful if you want to be a chemist. Alright, also, we have some new abilities as Liv. What are these? Oculi multi-mode paired implants. These came with the Omni engineering job. Natural view with zoom, infrared, and with a simple upgrade, I could even have sonar vision and gamma scope. Unfortunately, the zoom's broken, and since I haven't been able to keep them maintained, they glitch out from time to time, leaving me temporarily blind, which is tons of fun while being chased by killer deathbots. Alright, we know that. What's this? The electrical interface for my hardware. Built-in hypercapacitors will charge the arm in seconds, but I can also power devices... Okay, control panels, small machines, at least temporarily. Unfortunately, the multimeter broke the other day, and like the myoelectric insulation is frying, which means it hurts like hell to recharge. Oh well, serves me right. By all rights, I should be dead, just like everyone else. The least I can do is suffer excruciating pain on a regular basis. My engineer-tailored prosthetic. Built-in multi-tool is perfect for mechanical work or repairing electronics and circuitry. But the delicate components mean I can't exert serious force with it. No punching through walls. Okay. The arm also has electrical... Okay, can I repair this clock? We said it's broken, right?
The power's been out for ages. I'm not actually sure how this clock is still running. Not that I have work to get to or anything. One of the silver linings of this giant mess. What BSNBC called F-Day. Although, you know, I kind of miss going to work now.
Fuck engineering and fuck Isaac Newton. Yeah, that does seem very frustrating.
I don't need to take the clock. I can toggle on a timestamp in my ocular implant's retinal overlay if I need to tell time.
Okay.
I've got a ways to go on foot while trying not to get killed. Interior design is low priority right now.
Okay, also, hold on. I'm gonna quickly use the bathroom. I'll be back in 1 sec. Alright, I'm back. Okay, Ooh, okay, we have like eye hacker mode. Okay. Interesting. Alright, I don't think there's anything else we can take... Oh, foil wrapper? Missed that.
A thin piece of foil that once held a Nutri-Meat hamburger. Probably the last burger I'll ever eat. Didn't even taste that good. I'm going to want to bring this with me, not just for sentimental value, but the foil is light and very conductive. Great for electric repairs or hacks.
Good thing I spotted that.
Okay, I've got everything I need. Time to head out.
Should probably get going if there's nothing I want to look at. I think we've looked at everything. Ooh, bullet casings. Nope, missed that.
Definitely a shootout. Looks like the home team lost.
Can I take them?
Just some bullet casings. No use to me without the projectile and powder.
Ooh, there's blood I can look at.
I'm no detective, but it's obvious this was the scene of a shootout. From the color, it must have been cycles ago, so no immediate danger. I wonder what happened to the body, though.
I'll just make sure there was nothing else. Oh, hole? Giant gaping hole in the floor. Major fall hazard, but good for airflow, I guess. Okay, I think that's everything. Oh, behind the bed. Huh. Might be something useful under the bed, other than exterminators and murderous raiders that go bump in the night. There's an old hobby telescope back there. The lens is cracked, but if this looking glass could be repaired, it could prove handy. Okay, nice. Can I use my repair on that? Okay, no. I need to find something else to repair it. Oh, wait, maybe I can... Hold on, I think I see what I have to do. Yay! Luckily, the lens just about fits. It's not perfect, but apocalypse survivors can't be choosers, as they say. Okay, shit, yeah. Figured that out. Don't know what I use this for, but it'll be something, I'm sure. Alright. Let's go. Phone chimes.
What the? A text message? How is that even possible? All networks, towers, satellites are wiped out in Eutropia. It just says, decode signal from a sender named Oz? Decode signal? What the hellion does that mean? And Oz? I knew a puppeteer who performed under that alias. Or Oz as in the wizard? Delivering this cryptic telegram is certainly a magic trick. Oz is also short for ounces. The transmitter's avatar looks like a pixelated scale. To measure ounces of gold? Silver? Curious. Okay, slight change of plan. I better figure out what this mystery text is about before I leave.
Points telescope at window? I can't figure that out, yeah. As Max Mofo says, I'm Chinese. He misspelled Chinese. A cack liked that one. A cack thought that was very funny. Alright, we gotta figure out what this text message is. Does this do again? Hold on, what does this do? Zoom, infrared, okay. The zoom's broken, they glitch out, okay, that's bad. What does this do again? My tailor and engineer tailored prosthetic built in, okay,
I don't need to take the clock. I can toggle on a timestamp in my ocular implant's retinal overlay if I need to tell time.
Maybe it's something to do with the clock? I need something to decode. got my things, but I have a feeling I should figure out what decode signal means before I leave. What do we have here that we could do something with that with?
The power's been out.
That's not an exit. A ton of jagged cement is blocking the exit down there, last I checked. Decode signal. What does that mean? What am I going to use the foil for as well?
A once thriving metropolis. Now it's Helion in a handbasket. I better not get too close or I might draw the attention of those homicidal machines out there.
What's the big thing under the clock? Isn't it just like a drawer, like a drawer? I can't even interact with it. And we already looked behind the bed. That was where I got the telescope from. What do you mean this? That's a furniture barricade.
A teddy bear. He's been... Oh god, I don't even want to think about that.
Maybe I can repair it? No. How do I access my phone as well is the thing that I'm struggling with.
I remember when the city looked like that. Seems like a lifetime ago.
What does this do? Does this change anything?
I'm not a vampire. We Sindarians are just naturally this corpsey, bluish-gray hue. I used to tell folks that my healing augs have gone haywire and have misidentified melanin as a toxin when I was infiltrating Omni. But yeah, our species can't tan even if the sun wasn't blotted out by this havoc. We actually turn bluer and more undead looking.
The reveal that she's actually Sindarian and not human was so interesting.
I'm no detective, but it's obvious this was the scene of a shootout. From the color, it must have been
Okay, we already sold that last time.
definitely a shootout.
Lith, Sindarian refugee and computer virtuosa. Goes by hacker alias Countess Zero Cool. I'm assuming that's a reference to Count Zero, the sequel to Neuromancer. Big insurgency goth girlfriend. She/they/CEO Ida. Lith's shadow media bio. Is that an arrow on the wall? Oh, yeah. Kind of. What's it pointing at, though? It does look like an arrow, but what's it pointing at?
A once thriving metropolis. Now it's Helion in a handbasket. I better not get too close or I might draw the attention of those homicidal machines out there.
Dang, I got hopeful with that one. I know what you mean. It does look like an arrow, and it would be like a good piece of like subtle yellow paint. We'll figure it out. In the meantime, we can just enjoy these sweet tunes while I and about over what to do here. I think we have found everything that's interactable, so I feel like I'm missing something. Yeah, I'm still unsure about what this does. It didn't appear to change anything in the room.
I've got a ways to go on foot while trying not to get killed. Interior design is low priority right now.
Yeah, like, is there a way for me to interact with my phone again? Because the goal now, it says, is to try and decode the signal. So I'm like, well, wouldn't I need to access my phone to do that? I'm trying to think of what else we can do here. Oh. Okay, seems like you need to look at your phone. Yeah, but there doesn't seem to be a way for me to do that.
The power's been out for ages. I'm not actually sure how this clock is still running.
Okay, wait. If the power's out but the clock is still running, it has to have something to do with the clock. Or maybe not. I have to be able to do something with the clock.
I don't need to take the clock. I can toggle on a timestamp in my ocular implant's retinal overlay if I need to tell time.
BSBN, it's just a play on MSNBC, Teo.
I don't need to take...
The power's been out for ages. I'm not actually sure how this clock is still running. Not that I have work to get to or anything. One of the silver linings of this giant mess,
BSNBC.
what BSNBC called F-Day. Although, you know, I kind of miss going to work now.
Because her phone somehow got a message. Her phone somehow got a message, even though it shouldn't be able to. I feel like it has to have some kind of connection to this clock that, like, won't stop running. Although I don't know what we can do here.
A teddy bear. He's been... Oh god, I don't even want to think about that.
Maybe combine the telescope with something else? I feel like I've tried that. Let me just keep trying clicking on everything. Oh, wait, what the fuck?
Let's take a closer look with this telescope.
Okay, that worked. Okay, I think I see my problem. I think I see what the issue was there. I thought that, like, I couldn't walk through the furniture barricade thing there. I thought that was just like a solid block, and there was no way for me to move through it. I didn't realize that you could make Lift move over here. Okay, there we go. Whoa, either that moldy burger had trace amounts of psilocybin in it, or I'm having starvation-induced hallucinations, or I'm seeing a matrix of hexadecimal numbers. Yep, that's definitely hex code. Almost no one would have the slightest inkling of a clue how to translate such archaic machine speak. Most comp programming is auto-spun by generative AI. Also, why all software has more bugs than McSwift burgers and more glaring holes in these buildings. But being an S-tier hackeress and connoisseur of paleo tech, translating this hex will be as easy as dyeing one's hair green. Hell yeah. 15 seconds later.
It says, come to Starport, Platform 12. Come to Starport, Platform 12? Before MSNBS and faux news went dark, I swear they said the Starport was wiped out by a neutron torpedo. Then again, it is Western media. A 24/7 ticker tape spool of endless lies.
It was destroyed by a torpedo. Why would someone or something use a burning building to communicate? Why not simply send the message to my phone? Good question. Could it be an ally, a guardian angel, trying to keep the rendezvous coordinates out of hostile hacker hands? Also possible. Well, perhaps that's what they want me to think. So I trek across this godforsaken mess straight into the enemy's clutches. Well, I'm short on options right now. It's risky, but I'm playing Russian roulette every day. I have to wade knee-deep in killer machines and cannibal gangs just to scrape together a few calories. I guess making a break from the starport is a risk I'll have to take. Onward to Platform 12! We did it! Interesting. Ooh, now it's like red. Huh. The burning stratoscaper appears to be flaming in a decidedly unnatural way now. Could this be the signal I'm supposed to decode? Okay. Yeah, I did not realize we could walk over here. Like, I thought, see like the way this sort of connects with there? I assumed that was just like a solid wall. Is there anything else to look at over here? Nah, doesn't look like it. Alright. There was a copperhead chilling near my front door. Glad bro was, chill. Damn, that's terrifying. Right, it does say furniture barricade, so I assumed I couldn't walk past it. I didn't realize I could have done this the whole time. I guess the arrow is kind of pointing in that direction. Alright, head out into the hellscape.
Before Dorothy can follow the yellow brick road to meet this mysterious wizard, she has to get out of the building. Alive.
The lights, like most electrical devices, don't work anymore.
The hotel room I was in earlier.
Anything back here? Ooh. Oh, no, it's just that. There's that beautiful glow in here.
Oh crap. The next building over is on fire. Better get out of here in case it spreads.
That'll teach me to head towards lights at the end of dark tunnels. Okay. Let's go this way. Definitely not an exit sign. That's false advertising.
Stairs are damaged. Must have been all that fighting on the ground. Amazing they survived as long as they did.
Can I go down there?
Well, that's awesome. That way ends in fire. This side is pitch black. Out of the frying pan into the cold, dark abyss. It's fine. I was made for cold, dark abysses like maintenance access shafts and the undersides of hover cars. That's where my ocular implants enter the picture.
Alright, yeah, this is what we need the ocular implant for. Click on the eye augmentation tool to turn on Lith's infrared vision mode. While on, Lith will be able to see heat signatures and find her way around in the dark. Ooh, cool. And the elevator door. Could this be the way out of here? Seems like it. The elevator controls. Up, down, door open, door close, buttons. Standard fare. Well, yeah. No power, no open sesame. If I could get under the hood of this panel, I might be able to figure out a work around it. Okay, hold on.
Oh yeah, my cybernetics multi-tool will fit these sep-wrench bolts. No problem for me, the walking Swiss Army knife.
Well, the panel's open. That's one thing that hasn't gone catastrophically wrong this decade. Yay. Okay. Now, I assume we gotta charge it. This elevator runs at seriously high voltage, but I might have just enough juice to get the doors open. I hope this works. If not, death by electrocution will be an exciting way to end my so-called life on this godforsaken planet. There we go.
Well, good news is the elevator door is open. Bad news is that stunt I just pulled just depleted all of my energy stores. I won't be able to use any of my augments other than the vanilla motor controls of my cyber arm.
Shark, did you watch the Chris Hansen trailer before? We did watch it before. How random was that? I mean, I don't think it's that weird. Like, it seems like a good subject to make a movie about. This segment of metal pipe looks pretty sturdy to me. Rebar? Rusty metal rebar juts just out of the wall. Believe it or not, this is one of the least Swiss cheese-looking buildings around here. Looks like whatever took out that wall also took out the elevator.
Oh, ooh. This makes the organic parts of my legs feel funny.
Alright, I think I know what to do. We gotta use the rope.
Well, I made it down.
Jesus
Oh,
fucking
shit.
Christ.
It's a military-grade walker.
Citizen, you are trespassing on private property. I am required by law to neutralize you with non-lethal force.
Shit! Flack! You call that anti-aircraft gun non-lethal force?
Yeah, very
These
non-lethal.
things are bugged to hell. At least it seems to be out of ammo and immobilized. I've got to find a way to get underground quick, before any more show up.
But yeah, I mean, Chris Hansen is like a fucked up human being, and the story of his show does explore like an interesting intersection between the worlds of like media infotainment and law enforcement. You know, he was exploiting like people in that show. Really, he didn't give a fuck about the kids. All he cared about was humiliating pedophiles because it got high ratings. I think that's the perfect subject for like a weird, fucked up, dark, psychological like movie about the media and crime. You know, it's like Nightcrawler kind of territory, but more serious and grounded. Media's relationship to violence. Alright, let's see what we can look at. A window. In abysmal shape, obviously, but you can kind of see out of it if you look past the shattered glass and black smudging. Bottles? Empty bottles. Cacao Cola, Soylent Red, Immortan's Rain. Ooh, I want some Immortan's Rain. I'm guessing that's a Mad Max reference. 99% cholera-free water. Ooh. They can be used to contain liquid, I suppose. Should I grab them? Yoink. Got one, and I didn't even get shot at that time. Alright, what else is there to look at? Body. Looks like a human was shot down here, probably by this same military bot. The Hypex. It's seen better days. Comfy beds, though. Body. This Sindarian must have been gunned down by the crazed military bot. What a disasterscape. But really, things didn't go from amazing to Armageddon instantly, like in the Flicksnicks shows. Every day, people adjusted to a new, slightly worse normal than the day before. A slow-motion apocalypse. Maybe that's how it always goes. I mean, America 2026 moment. Yeah. Everything always stays the same. It just gets a little worse every single day. Wandering Liberon's streets is a good way to get your ticket punched. And I don't mean parking. It's crawling with fatal fritzoids and fash gangs. Better find a way underground. Well, there's a manhole right there. So we could use that, but let's continue looking at the rest of the scene. Air car. A totaled air car. Turns out self-flying cars work great until the GPS and LiDAR go out during a net-wide malware attack. Then they're a deadly hail of Durasteel and glass meteors. God, yeah. Don't want to get too close. It'll tear me to shreds. That big blue eye is creeping me out. It's taken some serious damage, but unfortunately Sparky is still functional enough to make me permanently non-functional. Looks like something or someone destroyed its rear legs. If this thing was mobile, it'd have been toast by now. I'd have been toast by now. Is that everything? Manhole. A manhole. I need to get down there to avoid these mass-murdering shinies. Copperheads are generally non-aggressive and tend to freeze when threatened. Well, that's good. Can't do much with just my bare hands. If only I could keep him distracted. Okay, we clearly need to use the empty bottle to do something. I
should be able to gather up some of this poor bastard's blood in the...
Okay, there we go. Okay, so we have blood. I'm guessing we need to throw the blood at the robot to blind it.
Hey, you. You want some human being juice? Dinner is served.
That'll blind it. Fuck. Or maybe just distract it?
This bodily fluid is red. Human blood is yellow in color.
No, it's not! What?
What? You must have splattered at least a dozen humans with that giant gun of yours.
What?
How can you not know what hue they are on the inside?
Omnipedia and Utopian Academy of Sciences indicate the standard Homo sapiens body has a bright canary yellow interior, has a lemony fresh scent, and is sold in packs of 6.
What?
Oh no. The chat TGP AI must have mixed up humans, mustard bottles, and lemon lime soft drink ads when it scraped the net to write science textbooks. Just my luck.
You know that's already happening right now. Like, Canada's introduced AI into like its medical system, and apparently the AI is like constantly recommending incorrect treatments or trying to prescribe drugs that like patients don't need. It makes errors constantly. Okay, I think I see what I have to do. I need to get blood from the Sindarian. Hold on.
Assigning body fluid collection.
Oh shit!
Fuck. Never mind, can't do that. We need cover.
Hey! Leisure Shoot Larry! I'm over here!
Okay, there we go.
Assigning body fluid collection.
Oh shit! Phew, that was close. And it's a bit brighter in here with that bigger bullet-gouged hole.
Okay, is it distracted enough for me to grab that shit now?
Assigning
Nope!
body
Oh shit!
What am I meant to use this for?
Hey, Spawn of Shodan! I'm over here!
Assigning body fluid collection.
Oh shit!
Phew, that was close. But wow, the bullets completely chopped that pillar in half like a laser saw through a tree. Okay. I think I see what we have to do, maybe.
Hey, malfunctioning Megatron! I'm over here!
Assigning body fluid collection.
Oh shit! Phew, that was close. And it's a bit brighter in here with that bigger bullet-gouged hole.
What about this one?
Hey, High Caliber Harry! I'm over here!
Assigning body fluid collection.
Oh shit! Phew, that was close. And it's a bit brighter in here with that bigger bullet-gouged hole.
Damn, I thought maybe if we got him to shoot out all the windows, it would, like, trigger something. I thought maybe putting that in the window might work. Alright, what can we do here? Maybe she can use the telescope now to like, do what, though? Maybe I talk to it?
Due to Know Your Colonist regulations, we are required to collect official identification and
Okay, maybe I talk to it.
bodily fluids and other organic tissue.
Sounds tempting, Ultron, but I think I'll pass on the free vivisection.
I'm sorry. I didn't understand that. Could you please say that again?
I said, God damn it, I hate global catastrophic system failures.
Please wait while I transfer you to a human agent. None found.
All the windows sound. Fuck,
Due to...
I said...
Please wait while...
Alright, Interesting that I don't have access. I guess because we depleted our power. Hold on.
I should be able to get.
Let me just get some blood. Okay,
Hey, you. You want some human being juice?
stuck up on that shit.
Dinner
Yeah,
served.
well, I'm like, maybe we distract him by putting that there, and then we go get the other stuff. Hold on. Let's see.
This bodily
Alright, we got this last time.
Oh no.
No, it just disappears, and then he stops looking at it.
I should be.
And I clearly need his blood for something. All my orcs are powered down. If I could somehow plug into Big Boy over there, his power. Okay, so we need to jack into that. But how? Where can we go? Can we, like, walk anywhere here? Maybe I shouldn't run into the razor-sharp clutches of the militarized robot police force. Okay, yeah, so it just, like, freaks out if we do that. Got it. Okay. I feel like I already tried this. I can't talk to them, can I? Yeah. Can't talk to Liv. Can I interact with the air car? No. Is there, like, anything we could plug into? I must need to do something. Oh, wait. Maybe we use this on the... I thought maybe we could reflect light off the tinfoil to blind the robot head or something. I wonder how many you can get. That is interesting, yeah. Interesting that I literally can't use it on the hotel, huh? We've got, like, part of the puzzle figured out. I just
I
can't
should be able to gather.
figure out what the fuck we're supposed to be doing here. Okay, so we can't even get more than one bottle of blood. We can only get the one. What else can I do here? What's the button that makes... Oh, whoops. Wrong thing. Hold on. Trying to remember what the button is that shows, like, everything in the... Like, all the interactable things on the screen. Because I'm like, am I missing something that I'm just, like, not thinking about? Maybe I do something with the manhole? I haven't really tried
I can't get to the manhole with that death machine still
I'm
operational.
gonna try to interact with that very much. Fuck, what do I do? Yeah, I must have to do something with the eye. I guess. But like what?
Hey, you.
Yeah, all this does is just like you throw the blood out. But it doesn't accept it.
This bodily fluid is red. Human blood is yellow in color.
This puzzle's
What?
hard.
You must have splattered at least a dozen humans with that giant gun of yours. How can you not know what hue they are on the inside?
Omnipedia and Utopian Academy of Sciences indicate the standard Homo sapiens body.
You need to
has
figure
a
out how to
bright
make
canary
yellow liquid.
interior, has
The
a
yellow
limited
liquid
fresh
is
scent, and is
from the
sold in packs of
Sindarian.
6.
Oh no. The chat TGP AI must have mixed up humans.
There's a dead body down there that's Sindarian. They have like yellowish blood. That's the blood we need. Hence why. Oh wait. Oh, okay. Okay. I see. I had accidentally already solved the puzzle. I just didn't realize it. Okay, here's what happened there. There was no way for me to get to the Sindarian body to get the blood before, because Liff would have had to run out to it in front of the like, robot. Remember how before, every time I interacted with the windows, the robot would shoot them out and Lif would, like, jump to the side? When I did that on this one here, on the far right, that, like, created a bunch of rubble, which provides, like, a barrier that Lif is able to use to safely get the blood. I did not realize that we actually solved the puzzle, like, 5 minutes ago. All I had to do was click the bottle to interact with it. So destroying the yes, the key to solving the puzzle was just... I figured destroying the windows had to have something to do with it, because, like, we got a custom taunt from Lif each time she went to a different window. But I wasn't it wasn't, like, visually immediately clear to me, like, oh, okay, now you have the cover you need to get the yellow blood. Alright, very good.
Hey, you. You want some human being juice? Dinner is served.
Blood is yellow, approximately 65 degrees. Human bodily fluid confirmed. Beginning analysis.
Ugh, licked it. Alright, now's my chance. Okay, we gotta, like, jack into it. It's time to hack a man.
We require an additional 20 liters of blood, 300 kilograms of intestinal flora, and 40,000 square meters of skin tissue.
What? That's like all my blood. And no sapient species in the galaxy has a soccer field's worth of skin.
Initiating tissue collection.
Oh shit!
Well, fuck. Whew, good job, Lif.
That'll teach you to mess with Countess Zero Cool. I'll hack this entire planet.
Hack the planet!
Well, I'd better get to that starport stat. Best if I take the sewer to avoid any more deadly traffic stops.
Alright, we're good.
There's my destination, that black disc against the periwinkle and marigold sky.
Interesting, okay.
Gosh, what a mess, though. It's bizarre that something so terrible could appear so beautiful.
I think that's definitely part of humanity's fascination with the apocalypse.
Now all I've got to do is figure out a way through that Electrazer fence.
In some ways, it is oddly beautiful. Oh shit, there's a scout bot over there. If he sees me, he might call in his big, nasty, big brothers. Click on the pipe to climb down, but be careful not to get spotted. Okay, when Lith is inside or behind objects, she won't be seen by enemies. Okay, well, first thing I want to do is look around. Pipe. Crawling through was not a very tubular experience, but spelunking that cruddy pipe was safer than traveling out in the open. It always seems like a pipe dream for those coin-grabbing, mushroom-munching video game plumbers. Alright, what else is there here? Boulders. An outcropping of boulders. A scout, designed for investigation and recon. Not quite as deadly as the walkers, but the machines do talk to each other wirelessly. Better stay out of sight. These spaceships look like they were shot out of the sky while trying to escape this planet. Maybe Volterra was telling the truth about the Neofeudals trapping all non-royalty on the surface to be exterminated by their batshit bot battalions. Hey, Silver Spook. Played more Neofeud 2. Yes, we're on our way to Starport Platform 12. Oh, also, I think you'd already left the other day when you were, like, you'd already dipped from my stream when you were asking about YouTubers to potentially send Neofeud to. I thought of another one named Dead Domain, because she does a lot of, like, politically focused content, including, like, stuff on video games as well. I think her latest video was about, the PlayStation 2 horror game about slavery. Yeah, Dead Domain. She does stuff about, other forms of media as well, like movies and other things like that. But considering she makes content about video games as well, and everything she makes has a particular political focus, I feel like she might be receptive to Neofeud. It seems like the kind of thing that she would vibe with, I think, because she likes stuff that's political and like weird. So this might appeal to her. She's not quite as big as Super Eye Patch Wolf, but I mean, she's got 155,000 subscribers. She's definitely got an audience, who I think she would, based on the videos I've seen of hers, I feel like she would definitely be intrigued by Neofeud. Also, Silva, I wanted to mention, I forgot to last time you were here, but the last stream when I was playing Neofeud, I may have stumbled on, I don't know if it's a glitch or the way just the game is, like, intended to work or not. But I thought it was worth bringing up in case it is like a bug or something that needs fixing. So when I was here it is. When I was in the Omni shop section, I was trying to figure out how to, like, the puzzle was you need to get through the security gates. By, I'm not entirely sure, tricking the AI or the robots. But then what ended up happening, which I'll just show here, is I randomly decided to try clicking on the robot arm there, and then Liff just walked kind of straight into the back area and proceeded to interact with it. I wasn't sure if that was, like, the actual intentional way I was meant to solve the puzzle, or if, like, that was something I was meant to do later on in the scene, and by clicking on it, I just kind of skipped over the rest of it. Yeah, like, I should get up to it in a sec. It was around this point, yeah. I clicked on the robot arm here, and then Liff just does this. That is an issue I've seen a couple of times. Thanks for letting me know. It'll be fixed for future versions. Yeah. I was fit because, yeah, she just sort of walks. See, she like walks directly past it. And especially because when I was, like, investigating the rest of the scene, I was trying to look at stuff, and I got a few dialogue boxes that were like, oh, I can't even look at the products here. I should figure out a way to get into the Omni shop, and then I can take a look at them. So I went, oh, okay, I definitely am going to have a section of gameplay where I get behind the barrier. But instead, I just kind of accidentally skipped all that, and, like, immediately Liff was able to just hack the robot arm and get it to get the thing for the neo-feudal Garden of Forking Paths throne. Yeah, I figured that was worth mentioning. I think that there was also a similar one I did in Chapter 1, too, because, I took a look a bit at your upload of the Neofeud 2 playthrough without commentary, and I noticed that, like, I completely missed this section here. I never got to distract Princess Karen with Nostro's dancing, so that I could plant the earring, the listening device, in her purse. While I was still trying to figure all that out, the scene just kind of moved on to the next beat. Here, look, I'll just show you where I'm just kind of. How did you get past that area? Here, look, I'll show you. This is the moment. So, like, I wasn't entirely sure how to do this puzzle. I was just like, what do I do here? Maybe because yeah, so you can see there, I still have the earring in my inventory, right?
This is an unlawful.
And then I clicked on something, and then the game just proceeded to skip to the sequence where the military police start assaulting the protesters.
We have a First Amendment right.
At first, when I played this, I just thought maybe this scene is on a timer, and the idea is supposed to be that there's no way for you to avoid the protest breaking out into violence because it was inevitable. Maybe that just happens after you spend a certain amount of time trying to avert it. Do you know where you clicked exactly? I haven't seen that before. Not entirely, because I think it was somewhere in the bottom right of the screen, and unfortunately my model is kind of blocking it. You can see here that, my mouse, the little talk icon is here. I'm not entirely sure what I was about to be clicking on there, though. Possibly the sewer grate? Oh, whoops, skipped away from it. Possibly the sewer grate or something.
Sentience of all nations.
Possibly the sewer grate, I think. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah. Considering the thing that happened at Omni Shop, when I looked at your playthrough, I noticed that whole segment that I didn't get. I was like, ooh, I should mention this because it seems like occasionally you can accidentally cause a scene to progress if you click the wrong thing. Cause yeah, I never got that whole sequence where you dance and then distract them so you can plant the listening device. It just skipped straight to the riot happening. Oh. This second interacts with his storm drain. Bug on their health guards. Just hold on, I'm trying
at all costs.
I'm trying to find the exact time code for it. But yeah, I did notice that and went, ooh, okay, maybe that was another bug I should report to you. Because yeah, it appeared to just trigger randomly. Yeah, I'm just using the talk function, and I think I click on the sewer grate. And based on where I was moving my mouse, I think I click on the storm drain, and then it just seems to skip straight to the police violence.
Immediately.
Well, that did something.
We have a First Amendment right to demonstrate.
We demanded justice for Chappie Floyd, for Vatron Taylor, for murdered non-white and non-humans.
Yeah, and when I looked at your playthrough, I noticed that, there was a whole thing here where you dance and distract her and plant the listening device, and then you can, go back and talk to the protesters about it. I don't know if this matters for it, but the order I did this scene in was that, I talked to all the protesters first, and then I went over and tried to, talk to Princess Karen and tried to get her to stop the riot, but that scene did feel a little short. I don't know. I mean, I feel like the scene still felt sufficiently long, Teo. I did spend a while talking to like all the people in the protest. But I do remember just being confused at the time of like, what did I do to make the story progress? Because it didn't feel like I'd solved the puzzle. It felt like I just kind of accidentally clicked on something, and then the scene just that was why I thought maybe it was a kind of situation where like there was no way to avoid the riot happening, and after a certain amount of time, that event would just trigger. Maybe I'm thinking of a different protest scene. Yeah, I mean, like, I spent a good hour and a half, like, talking to all the people at the protest and stuff. It was a pretty long scene. You might be thinking of the similar glitch we had in the Omni Shop segment, Teo, because I remember I brought that up too. I was like, wait, did I actually solve that puzzle, or did the game just glitch slightly? But yeah, just thought I should report those to you in case they were actually, like, significant errors. Those are the two only real major ones I've seen in the playthrough so far. But I did notice them and think, oh, that's weird. Maybe that's not working as intended. A spacecraft crashed and burnt to a gnarly crisp. I might be able to take cover in there. Okay, good to know. Industrial area. A decommissioned, dirty fuel or industrial plant of some kind. If it wasn't already shut down, all the spacecraft crashes and total breakdown would have done it. That's the spaceport. I'm nearly there. Platform 12, here I come. Alright, is there anything else to look at? Spill. Looks like a spacecraft smashed through the pipeline and spilled green goop everywhere. Crawling through the pipe was probably not the healthiest idea on second thought, but I'm low on options, and maybe it'll give my hair that extra green radioactive shrine. Nothing like a little radiation poisoning to bring out the green in your hair. God. But yeah, we're in the dark point currently, where the team is split up and everything's going to shit. We gotta figure out a way to find Nostromo, find the Venurans, and fix this nightmare. Okay, I don't know if there's anything else to look at. Industrial area, crashed airship, scout robot, yeah. Alright, we'll wait till it turns around. Lith solo mission. Countess Zero Cool must survive the Berserkatron gauntlet. I just made an achievement. If you never die, I'll get caught once. Oh, nice. For like the Steam release. That would be a fun challenge. Wasn't there an achievement like that in Neofeud 1 as well? I never got it, but I vaguely remember that like one of the scenes, I think there was an achievement for not dying a single time doing it. I died many times in that scene. I think it was like one of the shootout sequences, like Proto J's club, I think. Or possibly at the offices of the Elon Musk guy before they get shot up by the attack helicopter. Yeah, Die Hard Bruce Willis. Yeah. And you get another one for dying every possible way. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Can we hide behind a boulder? Okay, there must be something I can use to distract the scout around here somewhere. It's getting dark and tough to see around here. Maybe I should try one of my orgs. Okay. Ooh, what's that? Hold on. We'll wait until it's turned. Can I not? I need to make a break for it and take cover in that. Oh. Okay, I see. Oh, I think I have to click on the rock to do that. Okay, right. Oh, like I have to click on the pipe. That makes sense. I'm just dumb. Run! Okay, there we go. What is that shit? Not sure what it is. I could get a closer look if I make a break for it when the coast is clear. Ooh, it's a drone! Looks like a malfunctioning drone. It must have an overloaded circuit. That would explain the heat signature. I might be able to fix it and run a bypass on its homicidal higher order functions, allowing me to remote pilot it. Without its ID codes, other bots will identify it as an unknown entity. Okay. Do I take it? I guess not. I have to interact with it here. Okay. Can't use... Oh, wait, no, I guess maybe it would be this. No? Do I have to charge it first? Oh, maybe I do it like this? There we go. I see. Oh, you have to interact with that. Yeah. I figured that out. As you were saying it, yeah. Okay, I get you. All right, we've got access to the drone's insides. I can fix it up, but I'll need something Ah, that's what we need the foil for. I was wondering what we were going to use that for. There we go. Kind of a hack job, but it looks like my robo-lobotomy worked on this shiny bastard. I should be able to control it with my Cyberarm's built-in transmitter. Alright, nice. Okay, what am I doing? Am I attacking it? I should be able to use my new pet quadcopter to launch that iMobile on a wild... iMobile on a wild goose chase. Go, my drone! Distract him!
Unverified transponder codes detected. Ground yourself immediately, citizen.
Dumb robot.
Fly, my pretty, fly. There. That will keep that Cyclops busy for its remaining runtime. Hopefully.
Yeah.
I should probably get to work figuring out a way through this fence before anything else shambles on by.
Yeah, we need to get the fuck out of here. Alright, fence. An elec razor wire fence. Sharp as fireworm teeth, enough voltage to calamari fry a Cthulhian squid. Hopefully the end of world situation will at least have taken out the power. Because I still need to get through that fence to get to the airport.
Go gadget bolt cutters.
I feel like I'm about to
Not
die.
Actual bolt cutters, unfortunately.
I probably shouldn't have done that.
Is a file,
I feel like I'm about to
so yet
electrocute
another
myself to
ill-fated turn
death.
for the worst. I'm going to be bowing these cables like a virtuoso viola player for a while. I hear no telltale hum of current, at least. Thankfully, the electric threat presented by the Electrazer wire seems to have been neutralized by Judgment Day.
Let's hope.
A small accidental win on my part.
I still think I'm probably about to die. Oh no, we didn't. Okay, nice. A while later.
Almost there.
Fuck yeah.
Almost there.
Oh shit.
Reptilian Overlord. We require additional purple fluid from your milk and honey gland for a limited time only.
Oh, great.
We will accept the mint-flavored blood of Christ or 2 trillion pounds of Shylock's flesh as an alternative raw.
2 trillion
What?
pounds?
Oh no, not the free associating fluid squad again. Come on, you stupid fence.
Oh, fuck. Go, Liv! The fuck is that? Mothership?
What in the eldritch tentacly terror is that? Oh no. Maybe this was a trap?
This seems bad.
I guess I'll find out what it's like to be on the inside of a Godzilla-sized, mechanical, colossal squid soon. Come to Spaceport, they said. Platform 12, they said. Well, this is Platform 12.
Well, that seems terrifying. Some sort of mothership. The tentacles scoop up hapless victims from the battered landscapes like an angry eldritch god, gathering stray morsels from a dinner plate. It's very War of the Worlds. It reminds me of the Martian spaceships a lot. This is not looking good at all. Yeah, it's bad. Each one of these tremendous tendrils must be miles long, lengthy enough to reach across an entire city, grab a starship, and fling it into the void of space. Probably. I want to stay as far away from that thing as possible, preferably on another planet. War of the Worlds for sure. Yeah. It reminds me a lot of like the art you see depicting the Martian machines. A darkened wreck. Maybe my mysterious interloper-to-be will have a starcraft since we're meeting at an airport. I really miss our air car now. Too bad it was totaled during the Ragnarok apocalypse. Bright flashing light. It says Platform 11. A fleet of starcraft sit motionless atop the disk. Normally, these spaceports are bustling with travel on and off planet. Ragnarok seems to have put a stop to that. What is this flashing green light? Can't discern much with my unaided eye. Okay, oh, this is probably what we use the telescope for? Oh, shit.
It appears the twinkling viridescent light is yet another magic trick by the Wizard of Emerald City, with their signature hexadecimal code puzzles.
Several seconds later. Okay.
The message reads, "Put on your silver slippers, Dorothy. Kansas is going bye-bye." What could that possibly mean? Wait, doesn't that Hume girl have ruby
Sounds
shoes
like the
in that
world
VR
is
flick?
ending.
She clicks them together to repel the dark spells of the Wicked Witch of the West, if I'm not mistaken. Either way,
More or less.
this guardian angel is chock full of Wizard of Oz lore. I should keep that in mind.
Okay. There's some kind of maintenance platform down there. There used to be a catwalk to reach it, but it was ripped off the platform during the Ragnarok chaos. Cleat. A hook-shaped piece of metal hardware, probably used for anchoring of aerofighters and Zep yachts. Okay, I think I see what we have to do. What's Black Swarm? There's a faintly visible black swarm of something flanking the Leviathan. If I could zoom in on it, I could tell what it is. Hold on. Oh, wait. Telescope. Oh no, they're drones! An entire swarm of Omnizone drones. I doubt they're delivering 6-packs of Coca-Cola and VR headsets to customers, given most of Eutropia's citizens are rotting pools of bodily fluid puree collecting flies. There are thousands, maybe millions of octocopters. What could they be for? Very ominous. Okay. Oh, crate? Probably should have looked at it before I investigated it. Whatever. It's locked. I guess I could try to break in. No, I don't have time to bust open every one of these hundreds of crates. I'd be eaten by that War of the Worlds tentacled monster by the time I rummage through 10%. Oh yeah, you were right about the War of the Worlds. I see why you were like, yeah, for sure. By the time I rummage through 10% of them, I need to know what I'm looking for. I'm gonna open one of the. If I'm gonna open one of these, okay. A crate, one of many on this platform, full of who knows what cargo being shipped on and off planet. Lots of lost luggage is gonna stay terminally lost, given the state of things. There's nothing unusual about this particular box. Hold on, what did this dialogue say again about the... what's the clue?
It appears the twinkling The message reads, "Put on your silver slippers, Dorothy.
Okay.
Kansas is going bye-bye."
Silver slippers.
What could that possibly mean? Wait, doesn't that Hume girl have ruby shoes in that VR flick?
Yeah,
Either
okay.
way, this guardian angel is chock full of Wizard of Oz lore. I should keep that in mind.
Is there anything else for me to interact with here? Maybe I have to go down to the maintenance platform or something. I could tie the rope to this hook, which could... Okay, yeah, I clearly do this, but not right now. I don't need to do that right at this moment. Well, let's just look at the mothership more. Gotterdammer.
I believe it translates to Evening of Deities in Asgardian or something.
Asgardian.
Actually, I should look that up in my non-AI generated offline dictionarypedia, buried under my anti-omni malware.exes.
Good call.
Here it is. Götterdämmerung. Twilight of the Gods, also known as Ragnarok.
Read the rest, sure.
Götterdämmerung was preceded by cruel winters and moral chaos. Giants and demons approached from all points of the compass to attack the gods, who met them and faced death like heroes. The sun darkened, the stars vanished, and the earth sank into the sea. Afterward, the earth rose again. Balder the Innocent returned from the dead, and the hosts of the just lived in a hall roofed with gold. Terrible weather? Check. Moral chaos? Checkity check. Giants and demons wreaking havoc? Check. Not sure if I'll live to see these resurrections and R8 atriums repopulated with the just, though.
Man, it's so funny that like a running thing in this segment of the game has been the incursion of generative AI into like medicine and just it tainting global knowledge pools in general. Because we're already starting to see the impact of that happening. Like, I still can't get over that Canada fucking integrated AI with its like medical note-taking system. And apparently it, like, hallucinates incorrect information, prescribes the wrong drugs to people, refers to cases that don't exist all the time. I hate that we're basically living in the world of Neofeud too. Or at the very least, we're very much on the road to that direction. Let's look at the tentacles. Oh, God! Oh my god, it's just scooping up survivors to be chewed by a giant cyborg squid beak, to be mind-flayed into oblivion, then digested for centuries, or who knows what ineffable terror. I definitely wanted to do some satirical cyberpunk takes, dismembering human knowledge using AI. Yeah, no, you were right on the money. Starbucks tried replacing inventory managers with AI. I read about that, Teo. And it cost Starbucks tens of millions of dollars because the fucking, management AI doesn't know what it's doing. They replaced their inventory management system with an AI, and it was disastrous for them. They have now gone back to using a human to do that because they realized how fucking dumb it was. hey, it's okay. If the machine makes a mistake and you die, then no person is liable. You know what? I honestly think that really is a big part of the appeal for a lot of these CEOs and just like management types in general is the lack of responsibility. Like, if things fuck up and go wrong, you don't have to own your mistake anymore. You can just shrug your shoulders and go, the AI did it. You know, it's not my fault. Don't get angry at me. I'm just the fuckwit who decided to use the AI. That's not my fault. It's like, yes, it is. You know, it's disgusting, honestly. Yeah. You know, I mean, you see it in the most severe way with like, oh, if someone dies, then yeah, what are you gonna do? Sue the AI? But also in smaller, but still degrading ways. I'm thinking of that video we watched recently of the university graduation, where instead of just having a normal human speaker read out the names of the graduates and their degree, they had an AI system do it instead, and the AI system completely fucked up and, like, didn't read out half the people's names. And then the woman running the ceremony was laughing about it and going like, oh, well, what are you gonna do? The AI fucking ruined your graduation ceremony. Sorry, kids. Tough luck. Why didn't you just graduate from university in the 1980s like I did? Fivehead. Why weren't you just born 30 years earlier? You fucking idiot. Like, oh, sorry, not my fault. The AI did it. It's like, fuck you. You don't get to disown responsibility just because you outsource it to a machine. What are those green clouds spreading out from the tentacles' orifices? Nasty AF, yeah. Is that fart gas? If I survive another killer cycle, I'm gonna have the worst cuttlefish-filled nightmares ever. Yeah, as you would. Alright, is there anything else to look at on Mothership? No, it's just that. What about the platform? Can we look at the platform itself? A bunch of Lambo Calrissians, Luxon jet setters, Blockhead Malcrafts, and other starships. A whole lot of them, but none are taking off or landing. Alright, well maybe now that we know the thing has got a dam, we can find something in one of these crates. Nothing unusual. Nothing unusual. Nothing unusual. Okay, maybe we just interact with them. It's locked. I guess I could try and break in. Okay, we got this dialogue before. I would have presumed knowing the name of the thing would have been the knowledge we need. Let me just make sure all these crates are locked. Yeah, I thought so. Hold on, did I look at all these? Okay, no, this is just, it just says there's nothing unusual about it for all of them. Oh, wait, what the? Where did I get the... Did I just not notice that there? V9 respirator. Eutropians are told the V is for victory, but it actually stands for Venura, which is where the masks are produced. They're imported to Eutropia through a Byzantine maze of middleman countries, quadrupling the price. A decided defeat for Western countries. It will keep out colds, flus, hydroplague, COVID-312, COVID-358, Kraken, Leviathan, and Behemoth strains. It'll also filter ash from incinerated trees and cities due to ever-present wildfire and war zone. Unfortunately, the straps on the mask are broken. If I could only repair them somehow. There's one there that's a bit different. Oh, is there? I guess I just must not have noticed. But yeah, did I have a mask before? Let me try looking at all of them. Alright, there's nothing unusual about this box. There's nothing unusual about this box. Unusual. Usual. Okay, I thought these stacks were like one big crate. I didn't realize it was 3 individual ones. Okay, here we go. This crate has a Pyronado emoji decaled on its face. Wait, isn't a Firenado like basically a hotter tornado? That weather symbol has just come to mean Pyronado because most whirlwinds nowadays are wildfire-induced. Flaming twisters. Climate change is a binge. Doesn't a tornado sweep Dorothy's house out of Kansas and drop it in a colorized fantasy land in The Wizard of Oz? Okay, so that's the one we have to open. It's locked. Maybe this is the particular crate my mysterious benefactor or mysterious nemesis wants me to open. It does have that tornado on it. I say it's worth a shot. It'll take me a bit to pick this lock with my tools. Okay. A few minutes later.
There, got it. Open sesame. Inside is a pair of insole-shaped super magnets and a VN95 respirator mask.
Wait. I'm not sure what the face piece filter for, but if I had to guess, I'd say these magnets equate to the silver shoes in the wizard's riddle. Magnet insoles and mask. Okay, that's strange. I already had the mask in my inventory. Did you notice that before? I already had the mask. It was in my inventory somehow. Alright, nice. Oh, shit.
Oh no, it's Her Majesty again.
There you are, you sneaky, cowardly little punk!
Cowardly?
It's a different mask?
You're
No,
the
it's the same one,
blabbing
Teo.
cozily from some tacky golden arrow car, or flapping your lips while sipping
I was
tea
wondering
in a
where
floating
that came
chateau, or threatening me from behind a multitude of cops, knights, drones, and other shooty stabby things, whom I have repeatedly and decisively kicked the asses of, I might add. So you're the one who sent the message in the fire?
What message and what fire? We've had our watchful eyes on you since we caught you tampering with one of our spiders near the Five Seasons Hotel, which I assume you were squatting your filthy behind in without paying rent.
What do you think of the landlord you're depriving
Room
of
service was
rent?
shabby, and you never fixed the 10-foot charred hole in the wall.
Oh, you love holes, though. Like the one you cut into the spaceport fence earlier. Always vandalizing private property, you lawless peons.
I had an idea for a desktop screensaver called Dick Cheney, the Thick Baby, where it's Cheney in a diaper outfit being rolled up a hill by Donald Rumsfeld, Sisyphus style in hell. Hold on. Why does that evil white lady look like that one famous actress with the cheekbones? She's in a lot of films, but I forgot her name. Sydney Sweeney. I'm trying to think of what like blonde white woman actress you're thinking you're trying to refer to. What? Okay, let's just continue with the dialogue for now. What is this thing?
What is that gigantic tentacled thing?
Oh, that. We ordered our researchers at gunpoint to reproduce the Venagogian's biomechanical tech.
She's quite a bit older.
It was believed cyborg human tiger hybrid super soldiers could be created. Those useless eggheads failed, but they did manage to biofuse a mutant Chthonian squid with one of our Zep freighters. It emits kamikaze
Gwyneth
drones,
Paltrow?
and its mucous
I could
membranes
see
are
that,
loaded with
maybe.
airborne COVID-349 to accelerate the liquidation of this failed colony's inhabitants.
I could see that. Not her either. Julia Roberts? Charlize Theron? Yeah, that's a good guess. Charlize Theron. Julia Roberts isn't a blonde. Well, she's been blonde in movies before. I don't know. Hasn't she? Or am I confusing her with Gwyneth Paltrow in Sliding Doors? Who was in Sliding Doors again? Uma Thurman? Yeah, maybe Uma Thurman. I could also see that. Or, I don't know, fucking Tilda Swinton? My mother's favorite actress? People could simply wear masks and air filters to protect from COVID. Yeah, but they're not gonna do that. Basically nobody masks anymore. I never see anybody mask in Australia, basically ever, aside from like the occasional random person. If you want me to sit here and think of attractive blonde women all day, fine.
The variant that kills via internal hemorrhaging? But people could simply wear masks and use air filters to protect from COVID.
Since most utopians are selfish group-thinking fools who believe our narrative that COVID is mild or non-existent, no one masks.
Oh, you meant
global masses
Nicole
will soon be
Kidman.
vomiting and defecating blood.
I mean, that's so real. Okay, you're thinking of Nicole Kidman. I don't really see it, but I'm glad we were able to figure out who you were imagining.
So what now?
Omnicorp had these millions of drones just lying around gathering dust, so we figured, why not do a little experimentation?
The JK-30 octocopter had a horrific rollout, caused multiple mid-air collisions, and had a glowing record of lacerating the necks of bystanders at random. What could you do to possibly make them worse?
I haven't done anything, but Omni-scientists have had a field day attempting to put a conscious mind into a delivery drone to help them navigate.
That's so fucking nightmarish.
You neo-feudals can't just jam a human-level sapience into a delivery bot. That's like trying to shove a flesh arm through a keyhole. The sentients would experience mind-rending torture. If I didn't viscerally know you royals have no conscience, I'd say that's unconscionable.
This isn't our fault. If your overgrown cockroach friends, the Violinians, would simply give us the artificial mind technology we've misplaced, we wouldn't have had to resort to these drastic measures.
You guys don't really see it? Not really, in as much as she just looks like any other, like, middle-aged white woman, Maracas. Like, I don't think she looks especially like that. She doesn't look that much like... I guess maybe a little... Like, I'm not saying Nicole Kidman would be bad casting if you were doing a big-budget movie adaptation of Neofeud. I'm not saying she wouldn't work in the role as Princess Karen, because she's definitely got that energy. And she would definitely vibe with the camp, over-the-top nature of the role. But I don't think she looks that similar to her. Not enough to make me go like, oh, that's Nicole Kidman, you know? It's not like fucking Samuel L. Jackson being, like in the Ultimates as Nick Fury. Or, say Mark Miller in Wanted making the protagonist be clearly modeled on Eminem, like visually speaking. Or Garth Ennis doing the same thing with Simon Pegg in The Boys. She played a Wicked Witch of the West, I think, at one point, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she's done a lot of, like, roles like that. Maybe I have white people facial blindness, like the one you guys have for East Asian people. Yeah, true, there are a lot of, of white people who struggle to tell Asians apart. I mean, I don't have, like, East Asian face blindness. I'm definitely not as sensitive to different features. Like, my ex, who was Chinese-Malaysian, she could take a look at another Asian person for, like, 2.5 seconds and clock what specific ethnicity they were. With me, I'd have to, like, think about it for a bit, and even then, I'd probably be pretty incorrect. I'm not the best at it. I'm okay. But that is definitely a thing. That is definitely a thing. I think Princess Karen looks like generic white lady. I think she kind of looks like all those actresses mentioned. Yeah, exactly, Holly. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm saying. Like, I don't think Princess Karen looks a ton like Nicole Kidman, but also she is built from the same mold that Nicole comes from. Rich white lady, you know? Kind of have an inside scoop, though. Of course. But yeah. She's like a chat GPT generated white woman. You know, the statistical mean. But yeah, I think she'd be good if they make a movie of Neo. I guess maybe she'd be too old. She is getting up there in age now. Not that that affects her as an actress at all, but is Princess Karen supposed to be younger? I sort of assumed she was, I don't know, at least physically late 20s, like early 30s. I mean, obviously the Neofeudals are like immortal and ageless and all that. But I assumed like visually she was meant to be on the younger side. She's wannabe ageless? Okay, yeah, I thought so. But yeah, I assumed she was meant to be, like, I don't know, 29 going on 3,000, if you know what I mean. Princess Karen would be naughties Nicole Kidman in appearance. Yeah. She'd definitely be a bit too old to play her now. Just based on how old I think the character is, roughly. Holly's friend actually played Karen. Yeah, I remember you mentioned that before, Silver Spook. Yeah. That Holly was... Because I think I asked if Holly was also doing Princess Karen this time, since she did Princess Sybil in the first game. But I remember you mentioned no, because she was voicing Lif, which I guess arguably plays sort of like the Sybil... Well, she's part of the main team of heroes, whereas Karen is more of a villain character. But so you didn't want it to just be scenes of Holly talking to herself, which I get. No princess for me this go around. I mean, Lif's a very cool character. I've been enjoying her arc. Does anyone remember the Golden Compass movie? Yeah, everybody hated it. I remember reading the I believe it's Philip Pullman, YA novels as a kid, and enjoying them. But I wasn't very into the movie. I think they were some of the last like YA books I read as, I don't know, like a 13-year-old, or before I just decided to switch to reading like adult literature, because YA had sort of become boring to me as a child. I don't know. I felt like I'd gotten all I could out of it, and I just went, I want to read adult novels now. I want to see what that's like. But yeah, what was it? His Dark Materials trilogy, I believe, was the name of the series of books. Nicole Kidman was in the Golden Compass movie, right? I vaguely remember that.
You stole the artificial consciousness technology you have from the Venurans?
She was the villain. Yeah.
Yes, well, we credited the inventions to an elite utopian human scientist, of course, back when my renegade sister was the scion.
So your Westite Utro advancement was...
Wait, is she Princess Sybil's sister?
Peoples? And to spare your Uroid selves the embarrassment of admitting indigenous socialist civilizations outclassed you, you credited a white man scientist?
Well, we certainly couldn't have the silly commoners believing Indian savages and space insects were capable of advanced technology. It would throw the natural order into upheaval.
There's just no way they'd be able to handle that knowledge.
And due to your own astronomical incompetence and malice, you've now lost synthetic mind tech again? Is that why the Galaxy Brain S8s were mostly brain dead on arrival? What were those poor souls running on?
Who knows? Who cares? The S8 Cybrain model was sadly the final run before our factories closed, due to shoddy product and quiet quitting.
Seems there was a wave of loud quitting as well, workers smashing machinery to pieces on the way out.
All our key technicians and scientists either defected due to low wages or died of malnourishment. Ugh, entitled peasants. We royals can't very well be expected to do our own grueling labor and white coat lab
Don't be
work.
silly.
It's quite
You have galas
painstaking.
to attend.
So in your infinite highborn genius, you screwed over your STEM atlases, the actually skilled people who keep your entire world ticking, slashing their pay so low that they jumped ship or died. That's like removing a car's engine to make it lighter and faster. You douche-topia elites are such wastes of carbon chains. You're not worth the nitrogen and phosphate you're 3D printed on. You oxygen thieves can't even keep the hellscape galaxy you've created from spinning apart.
You should save your own oxygen for the running you're going to have to do, you loudmouthed little strumpet. Remember, I'm still the one safely tucked in my luxurious orbital bunker with $300 Zuckbuck truffle ice cream, and you're the one about to eat exploding copters. Oh, I hear the souls trapped in these drones are quite aggressive. Have a nice play date with your new friend.
Well, shit.
Oh no, those killer drones are coming.
Oh god. But yeah, it's like we were talking about this last stream, but so much of like white civilization, European civilization has always had this condescending view towards the rest of the world. Like, oh, we're civilizing the savage browns, we're helping them by uplifting them. But we had a fucking 500-year period in European history where people were fucking eating mummies because we were too dumb to realize that Mumia, the substance, does not come from mummies, despite how the names sound homophonically similar. And so for hundreds of years, Europeans were just taking Egyptian mummies and grinding them up into dust and putting it on their food. We were eating these dead people, and it's yeah, no, we're the civilizing force, Clearly. Alright, that seems bad. These drones will kill me. I gotta do something quick. Okay, I think I know what I gotta do. I could tie the... Okay, I don't do that, apparently. Fuck. Oh no, god damn it. Alright, well, I guess I would have... Well, the achievement's not even in this version of the game, but I guess I would have failed the achievement for this section. What do I do now? Do I put the souls on? Maybe not. Next time on Steam, yeah. Now fun boss fight with the Eldritch Tentacle Horror. Yeah. Okay. What do I need to do here? I clearly need to do something with this. Can I repair this? No. What can I do with this? Can I put this on? No. Do I use the telescope on something? No. What can I, hack into? Can I get to the maintenance platform? If you can get out of sight from those drones. That was my instinct with trying to tie the rope around the cleat so I could rappel down. Maybe can I get down to the maintenance platform? Oh, I can just by... Nope, I can just run over to here. Well, that's bad. Maintenance platform? Okay, can I run to the left? No. Can I hide behind these crates? Maybe I can... Oh, okay, here we go. Maybe I can hide in this crate. Gonna have to tie myself into a pretzel to squeeze in, but it's better than being suicide bombed to death. Okay.
Where are you? Please, won't you be my friend?
Ugh.
They promised they'd end this nightmare if I... Please, just let me give you a hug. Oh, it hurts so much.
Conceptually, this, like, makes my skin crawl.
Oh.
Like, it's a great idea for this game, but...
What have they done? They've really ripped humans from their
God, I
shells
hope I never end
and
up living in a
forced
world
their
where that's
minds
real.
into these suicide drones.
Ugh.
Oh, make it stop! Make it stop!
It creeped me out doing that little voice. Yeah, no, it's horrible.
That was close.
Ugh.
But it looks like I'm safe now.
Alright. Oh shit. Well, fuck. That was bad.
Oh, come on. You cantankerous, crush-happy calamari. You've got to be kidding me. I better figure out something quick or I'll be swatted like a seahorse by that 500-foot squid club.
Okay, I'm assuming maybe now we use the rope?
Oh no. Looks like this silver-shoed Dorothy is going to be doing some high-flying, death-defying nonsense after all.
Okay.
I just hope this rope doesn't fray on all this rust and these magic shoes are less bork than the average doohickey around here.
There we go.
Phew. It worked. Glad I haven't skipped my daily cardio regimen of running away from killer robots and cannibal gangs.
Creep me out in a similar way to the scene. Oh wait, if it's not the million homicidal drones or mile-long starships slapping tentacles, it's the green miasma of a bioengineered pandemic virus. Today is just not my day. Doctor Who, Toclafane moment. Yeah, I guess it is simple. I mean, it's a concept that's been in like fiction before, certainly. Although, like, I mean, you know, putting a human consciousness in a robot and exploring that for horror, making them into suicide bombing drones is something I have not seen before, but is, like, uncomfortably one of the most realistic, probable interpretations of how that technology would get used, knowing human beings, sadly. Like, it's a theme in some of John Harrison's books and also Simon Ing's. Like, what would that do to the mind, trying to, like, stuff it inside a machine in that way? How would that affect their consciousness? But yeah, like, weaponizing people into suicide drones is one of the most nightmarish things I've ever heard of. Fuck me. The human fly is crying out in a high-pitched, warbly voice, saying, "Help me." Yeah, no, I know what you're talking about. I can't breathe that in or I'm finished. Okay, fuck. Mask. How do I fix the mask? Damn it! Lith inhales sour lungfuls of aerosolized pathogen. Lith died 24 hours later from COVID-349, screaming and bleeding out of every orifice. Okay, we need to repair the mask. Okay, there we go.
There we go. Good as new. Well, not really. But this VN95 will function at least.
Okay. Put on the mask. How come I can't use the mask? Maybe I'm clicking on the wrong thing. You just gotta get it on? Yeah, okay, hold on.
There we go. Good as new.
I was clicking on her, but it didn't seem to go on. Think of Nostromo's puzzle. Oh, wait, I think I see what you mean. Okay, I see what I have to do. Oh, wait. Oh, god damn it, I did it in reverse. Okay. Of course, this VN95 respirator should be able to keep out that disgusting and morbidly deadly COVID-349. Okay, there we go. Yes, I survived those bile-colored sickening scuds. I'm invincible. Okay, thank God. Ow!
Oh, perhaps I spoke too soon.
God damn it.
Confirmed, Talon 1. Confirmed. Lady Bisberg Zuckerbuck's orders are to terminate with extreme prejudice.
Well, shit.
Any chance you agents would settle for being unplugged from your mistress's matrix in exchange for sparing my life? Just a little pinch at the back of the neck and you can retire to a white sand beach.
There are only oil-spilled beaches on this planet. We are hydrophobic, and that goes against our neuro-leash programming.
Well, it was worth a shot, right?
Fire at will.
Oh, shit! Oh, thank God the Venerans are here to save my ass.
What in Sybil's name?
Oh, wait, or is this... No.
Unidentified fourth-dimensional object detected.
Isn't that...
Please advise, Golden Leader.
That's not the ship from the first game,
No,
is it?
It's not possible.
Holy shit, it's Princess Sybil!
Time traveler.
I think. Yeah, fuck him up. Oh shit, it is her!
Come with me if you, like, want to live.
Holy fuck, she's back!
Either my mask was ill-fitting, and these are my last hallucinations as COVID-349 scrambles my brain tissue into an omelet, or I am the luckiest Dorothy ever. I think I better go with my new, mysterious, Cinderella-looking, Valley Girl-sounding benefactress.
Return of Princess, like, totally. Yeah, I love Princess Sybil. She was great. Her protege and Carl Carbon was such a great trio in the original game. Oh shit, is that Adam Jensen? Fucking...
Lith! Oh, I'm sorry. It took like a bajillion years to
Deus
get to
Ex
you.
guy?
Wait, I know you. You're Sybil Clington Bush. The trillionaire Earth princess who teamed up with a cyborg gumshoe social worker and an ex-con robot gangster kid to plot a coup against the Neofeudal rulers, right?
Yeah, it's totally rad that you remember me so iconically. But as a former media personality, ex-politician, and failed revolutionary, but always trying to feel better, I'm supposed to be, like, working on not centering myself.
I was going to ask. It was rumored you might still be alive and leading Red Star from the shadows. Is that true?
I'm not sure about leading, perhaps salting or supporting is a better term, but yes, I am a part of Red Star, comrade.
Not quite Adam Jensen, but very close.
Speaking of,
okay,
say hello to the great hacktivist and ex-spy who radicalized me, Silver Spook.
Oh, shit!
Don't mind me. I'm just some silvery spook with a penchant for scaring the Empire's matrix into kernel panic.
That's fucking awesome. I didn't realize that was like your literal author avatar. That's fucking awesome. I love metafictional stuff. I mean, like, well done, obviously. A story has to earn it, I think, kind of. Like, when it's lazily done, or, like, you know, really poorly done, it can be kind of cringe, but I love metafictional. Silver Spook is a... Yeah, I remember you mentioned that's where your name comes from. I remember you mentioned that's where your name comes from. Because the Terminus Machina mod, that was the first game you made, right? I remember you mentioning that on one of your streams in the past, I think. That's kind of making that mod was what got you sort of... Well, that was like your first experimentation with making a game. Or one of the earliest, anyway. I might be misremembering. Yeah, exactly. Okay, I thought it was that. Yeah, I am interested to play that at some point. I would be interested to play the mod to see that too. Almost as kind. I mean, not an official prequel, but almost as like a spiritual prequel to what you would do with Neofeud. I would be interested to play that at some point on stream.
What is this thing?
It's a space warpy, timey-wimey thingamabob. Kind of like a curling iron for the strands of your continuum, I think. But if you overdo it, you can frazzle your tresses and get split ends in your world line. Like the time I kind of slightly accidentally started World War III.
Just accidentally.
Superpositor, the inventor dubbed it. It's like an Ono Sendai Cyberspace 7 tech, but for hacking meat space instead of cyberspace.
Ono Sendai.
A rootkit for
that was from Neuromancer, wasn't it?
Lets you backdoor to new screens, alter the main loop of the real world. Careful though, hack too much space-time and you can induce system failure, halting state.
Interesting.
Thanks. I actually perfectly understood both your hair product and gray hat
hacker
I
thought so,
actually,
yeah.
Being a hacktivist and obsessive dyer myself.
Wow, go team! Anyways, yes, this device can zip through space and time, but not more than a few thousand miles or 24 hours forward or back.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've read, like, Neuromancer and, like, the sequels and stuff more than once. So a lot of that stuff, I'm just like, wait, is that from Neuromancer? That name sounds familiar. I assume Lift's hacker name is meant to be a reference to Count Zero, the William Gibson sequel, the sequel to Neuromancer. I love him. He's a very fun writer. Not really much of a fan of his essay, about Singapore, like Disneyland with a death penalty. But other than that, I like most of what he's written throughout his career. Although I do have some problems with some of his books. Like, I was kind of annoyed by how The Peripheral ended. Count Zero in the sequel to... Yeah. Zero Cool from the... Oh, yeah, that's right. That's in Hackers, too. Hey, Mezzy. How's it going? Good morning, Shark. How's it going, Mezzy? I'm just playing some more Neofeud 2. And also the creator is in chat, Silver Spook.
What? Silver Spook? The Silver Spook? Master Cyberpunk? Founder of HexGen? The drone strike dodging Robocop wrecking gutter moss gobbling legend?
Guilty as charged. Man, I kinda miss urban foraging for radioactive algae. And eating, generally.
Oh, wow. This is like a Christomancy priest meeting the Pope. I've been a diehard HexGen member since I was 16, and you launched the hacktivist org itself, and you also died, like, ages ago, right? You're dead?
I like the art. Silver Spook did all the art, Mezzy. They basically made everything in the game.
I guess, technically, a monofilament laser did sushi slice my cranium from my neck, Johnny Mnemonic style, so...
Really? Yeah.
Maybe that counts as fragged? But then, how am I still talking to you, huh? I've horror-formed my dead brain trying to grok the metaphysics of my fatal exception.
Huh, that kind of reminds me of, what's the character from Neuromancer? Case's mentor? Flatline Jones? Is that what he was called? I'm guessing that's kind of what Silver Spook is here. He's like a disembodied intelligence based on the original Silver Spook. Yeah, the writing, music. Yeah, Silver Spook. And also about 1/3 of the voice acting. Yeah. You do a good job with it. Like, all the characters sound very different. Dixie Flatline, sorry. Silver Spook is a bit like that, stored inside a hard drive of some kind. Okay, yeah, thank you. Flatline Jones sounded kind of right, but I was like, is that it? I don't know. Dixie Flatline, that's it, yeah. I'm still wondering what the job... Oh, yeah, the little, religious, robot. RP32. Yeah, where is he? Thanks a lot also, read the voice acting. Oh yeah, no, like of course. I did about 35 characters in this game. Yeah. R3P2 may return at some... Okay, exciting. Because, yeah, I didn't feel like we I still didn't really know what his deal was. I don't know if we got to play through, like, everything with that character there. He just kind of disappeared, so I figured he was going to come back. But, yeah, no, you do a good job with, like, taking on so many of the voice acting roles. Because all the characters sound, like, different and unique. Weren't you captured and killed on Earth?
Weren't you captured and killed by America's rulers in a place called San Francisco, right before the global smash crash?
Mm-hmm. I was caught by Mirrorbank's rent-a-feds while trojaning their mainframe to jailbreak Prison City, next to Cop City. Then I was enhanced interrogated. After the waterboarding, fireboarding, lightning boarding, and beheading, they gave me the old Dixie Flatline treatment.
Oh, okay.
Uploaded my consciousness to hard drive.
Okay, the game was literally gonna, like, explain that to me.
The fourth horsemen of the apocalypse. They branded me in the mass media, their privatized internets. But the trillionaires bunkered in their razor-wired Pluto claves had already ended the world with a 90% unemployment rate, AI everything, bread lines run out of bread, Uber pandemic, and wonky machine militaries to exterminate the resistance.
I mean, we're basically heading towards that as we speak.
Right
as the headless horsemen of the apocalypse, they sent my slightly shorter corpse to my HexGen comrades as a warning, and put my computer construct in cold storage. Their freezer wasn't cold enough, though. I was already thawing glaciers of black ice from inside their mega server, chewing through their rich neon lattices of corporate data, a red ghost in the blue blood machine. To their chagrin, my public hanging didn't scarecrow my fellow revolutionaries away either. It only made me a martyr, and our ranks swelled from the news. world-class war launched an all-out assault on Ameribank City and broke my siliconized soul out of the prison.
Okay, interesting. Okay, so what happened after they broke you out of prison?
What happened after they broke you out of prison?
We fought the good fight, but I think you know the sob story of Earth's final fate. TLDR, we lost.
Yeah.
A decade later, my construct's drive was discovered, half-burned, under a pile of rubble that used to be the last Hex-Gen stronghold. The Finders Keepers, an anti-monarchy cell known as the Egalite Cooperative.
Ah, nice, they dug him up.
Run from floating palaces above a wastelandified Earth by none other than Princess Sybil Clington Bush. The walking, talking, princess-waving paradox here did throw me for a loop initially. A billionaire communist? Anti-royalty royal? Come on, that does not compute. But I worked with her on rooting out the liberal brainworms, disinfecting. It's a process, even for me.
I know exactly what you mean. I specialize in debugging the masses, even if I sometimes screw the rewiring and burn the chrome I'm trying to help.
Hey, we've all screwed up. Long before Red Star ignited class struggles here, glowing with workers' fusion, I got caught red-handed on Humanity Prime. Why I'm dead/undead. Some artificial nights, I stay up, tossing and turning, wondering what else I could have done to save my planet. But we starry red firebrands can't drown ourselves in the blues. We gotta keep the flame going for those that need us.
I like how you give the Silver Spook character, like, aside from, you know, the filter effects kind of make the voice sound robotic, I like how you give him the feature of just kind of randomly, sharply inhaling at times when he's talking. Because obviously, like, he's a computer program, he doesn't need to breathe. It reminds me of Dixie Flatline and how, like, I remember the novel, like, remarks on the fact that his laughing sounds creepy as fuck. Like, the AI construct of him, when it laughs, it doesn't sound right. It sounds, like, really unnatural and unnerving. He has this, like, creepy laugh because he's a fucking AI. He's not a, you know, human being anymore.
So you're the one who wrote the hex code into burning buildings and projected base 16 messages onto jet fuselages?
We would have come to you, but your downtown camping spot had heavily armed camp counselors, anti-air defenses, and we wanted to avoid revealing the superpositor to the enemy. We had holed up Red Star members everywhere, like in the tower across from your Hypex hotel room. Instead of sending comrades over through the Killinator's war zone, we had them flash a message only a Hex-Gen hacktivist worthy of her rank would be able to decipher. We had to make sure no one but you would know the rendezvous coordinates beforehand, especially those nasty Plutos. I apologize for making you run the gauntlet, but I heard you blinded Orwells and made many a soul droid march to your beat. If anyone could cut through that vicious steely ice, it would be a true hex-genner like you.
It was a rough ride, but I get why I had to brave the death valleys, skyscraper canyons, and thanks for believing in me.
Sorry they rained hellfire on our rescue parade. Anyway, we were hoping to airlift you without incident.
Their badgets were tracking me since I hacked a spider bot on Bush Street. It's not your fault.
To be honest, I was trying to give Silver Spook a spooky whisper, like an actual ghost, which involved a lot of breathing in and out, and yeah, it gives the spooky character a particular feel with all the extra breath. Almost hyperventilated recording those parts. Okay, so it was kind of just like a happy accident that it has a parallel with the way Dixie Flatline is described talking. That's still interesting, though. Like, yeah, even if you weren't specifically thinking of that, I do agree that it gives Silver Spook a very unique way of talking compared to the other characters, which I think is cool. Like, I like that. Like when characters have like a very distinct way of talking and they don't sound like anybody else in a story. That's funny though. Yeah, I can see how that would make you a little bit lightheaded. All right. How did you know where I was?
But how did you know where I was anyway?
I picked up your HexGen SOS on the ad hoc darknet. We ran your name by Red Star survivors, and they said you were a VIP working on a major critical op before the global snafu paved over everything.
You can monitor the flux spectrum meshnet from where you are?
Huh.
This X-Files craft has some handy-dandy toys. Uncanny telemetric devices, and I've made my own Silver Spookian modifications. Now, I've got wolf-like
Hey, thank you for the raid, Silver Spook. Gotta head out, but oh yeah, of course. Here, let me give you a shout out before you leave. But yeah, no, if you gotta bail, you know, go eat something or rest or go spend time with your family, I totally get it. I'm always fucking exhausted whenever I end a stream. But yeah, thank you for the raid, and thank you for hanging out in chat and giving us some more commentary while I'm playing the game. I really appreciate it, man.
Not going to confirm or deny that.
Good night, folks. Good night, Holly.
We revolutionized.
Thanks for hanging out in chat too.
I've had bad mental health days, years, writing ranty blog posts while living in literal dumpsters, using cardboard for blankets, or slept on a moldy mattress roofed by a rusty satellite dish. But anyway, yeah.
How's it going, Scuba Duck?
I can't begin to comprehend. It's almost like it wasn't made by humans at all, but dropped down from space. Like that obsidian prism in 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Oh, God, yeah. For anyone who's just joining us, you arrived at a very interesting time. Princess Sybil made a reappearance in the story. She fucking saved our asses before the neo-feudal, like, drone swarm was gonna kill us. I know these lines had Silver Spook out of breath, but I love the sound of it. Oh, yeah, no, it sounds really cool. Like, it's a very distinctive vocalization style to give the character. It makes it sound unique, and also it makes it sound like fittingly in, like it's like a non-normal speech pattern. An AI probably would talk like that because it wouldn't, even if it's like a scan of a real person, it wouldn't really fully know where to put the inflections and stuff because, you know, it's no longer an embodied intelligence. It's just code now. But yeah, I do agree. It sounds great. Unfortunate that it had Silver Spook nearly hyperventilating.
If you knew where I was, why couldn't you just teleport outside my 5 Seasons hotel window and pick me up? There was even a convenient giant crack in the wall.
Sorry, but it was too risky. They've got automatic searcher-destroyer missiles and satellite-based disintegrator beams for any unverified aircraft, especially over the city, to keep the masses from escaping their cage. We had to bring you beyond the city limits to have a snowball's chance in hell of saving you.
Fair enough. It's wild to meet you, Silver Spook.
It's so wild to actually meet you, Silver Spook.
I get it, Liv. I felt the same way.
After Galactic Silk Road,
well, I haven't met Silver Spook in person, but I was very excited when I found out that they were a Twitch streamer, and so I could raid them.
Unexploded cluster munition the occupiers left in the playground.
It's terrible you had to live through that. But good to meet you, Liv. Always glad to see a new generation of stock market hexers in HexGen.
Is that the princess from the first game? Yes, Sybil Clinton Bush. She's back, Maracas.
But don't fangirl too much, or it could go to my non-existent
I feel like that line is calling me out specifically.
Crafting IEDs from .Hellblaze missiles, hot-wired to a burner phone.
Shark, stop glazing Silver Spook so hard. It's embarrassing.
Didn't you coordinate a massive cyber attack on that water-hoarding, diabetes juice peddling company, Coca-Cola, and redistribute billions to water protectors, abolitionists, and revolutionary orgs?
Coca-Cola. Yeah, we launched a DDoS attack on that megacorp on my homeworld. Tanked the share price 20% in 6
Is that her
hours.
quantum robot? No, Maracas, that's Silver Spook.
Almost got my head split open by a Hellfire missile on Golden Gate Bridge the same day. But my trusty silverized trench coat boarded the Archangel drone's infrared.
Don't you mean Coca-Cola?
My hardware's a century old, but I'm pretty sure it was Coca-Cola.
Well, it's Coca-Cola now.
Huh. Yeah. These Plutos are always rewriting history, rebranding, reinventing their names. Mainly when one gets too tarnished. Fascists become victims of communism, etc.
That's so real.
That extra wasp E family, the Bisberg Zuckerbucks, they used to be the Clinton Bushes.
Oh, okay, so it's the same family.
Heard they swooped in.
That explains the sister comment from Princess Karen.
At pennies on the dollar.
Okay.
When it went belly up and started balkanizing.
Uh-oh, chat.
Right. Didn't they name the new capital?
Silver Spook says the United States is going to balkanize. Looks like that's definitely going to happen. Considering how much of the other things they predicted turned out to be true.
Into orbit, looked down and wrote that dumbass name on a napkin made of Rembrandts. That's how these techno kings run their kingdoms. Anyway, sorry we failed to stop these tiara tyrants spoiling the Milky Way into a sour mess, including your home planet. But glad to have you on the team, Lith.
But yeah, Maracas, so that character is literally Silver Spook. Look, there's even a dialogue here saying it's wild to meet you, Silver Spook. The name Silver Spook comes from the first game they ever kind of made, which was a like full conversion mod for Deus Ex called Terminus Machina, which you know, was basically like giving the games a whole new story and like radically changing the look and world of it. But the character you played as in that game was called Silver Spook. And then Silver Spook kind of started, I don't know if they were already using the name as well, but this character is essentially meant to be both the character from the Deus Ex mod, and also kind of like a little, you know, metafictional, postmodern, winky author avatar kind of character at the same time, you know? I mean, California separatism seems to be a growing movement, so who knows? Yeah, I don't know. America's becoming so ridiculously polarized, it makes me wonder if it's inevitable.
You, Princess Sybil, the Deus Ex Machina? Why are there so many people from centuries ago coming back all the time?
Good question.
Hey, no one grilled Isaac Asimov on why only his protagonists were selectively, repeatedly fridged in capsules, or hand-picked for digital immortalization in a crystal ball supercomputer. And Foundation won best all-time sci-fi.
Yeah, nobody ever grilled Heinlein on why Stranger in a Strange Land is full of so much fat fetish shit.
Earth death.
Oh, ugh.
Right.
Okay, so you're the wizard.
Silver Spook, you're Oz, the wizard and the silver OZ ounce coin. You're why I keep sterling on me.
Correctamundo. Dorothy's charmed footwear was silver originally, a symbol of populism at the time. The argent money of the common munchkins. And I'm fond of a good coin trick, but certainly no great and powerful magician.
But yeah, his character is like, in the game, is a long dead hacker. It's kind of a Flatline Dixie situation, like in Neuromancer. It's a scan of his consciousness turned into like like an AI. I guess it kind of fills a similar role as her bodyguard from the first game, though. And that it's a badass-looking cyberpunk character supporting our manic pixie socialist dream girl, deuteragonist. All right. We asked about, I love the Silver Spook. Yeah, that was a very funny sequence. All right, how did you get here?
So, if this space-time machine maxes out at a continent's width and a Nycthemeron clockwise, how did you get here? According to the non-Westy, non-AI written history ebooks, Sybil Clington Bush overthrew her father and reigned as head of the Egalite government in Earth's 2030s. But this planet, Bison 426, is light years away, and unless my watch is broken, we're more than a century in the future.
Oh, the Sybil Diaries is a long, sad sob story. I made a lot of mistakes. But basically, my Egalite government raised taxes on the wealthy to over 90%, used the revenue to fund housing, healthcare, billions of jobs, trying to clean up the trash dump and slum-covered Earth, rebuilding the wasteland below. I forced the rich to take a poverty sabbatical to live with and like the poorest of society for 1 year out of every 3. So obviously the oligarchs threw hissy fits, especially about the poor Ark when they had to give up unicorn riding and daily shopping trips to Versucci. They loathed taking the bus and buying from Allmart with the commons.
I'm sure. How exactly did you maintain power with all these knives at your throat?
Well, I had the superest duperest of powers, you see. Like, I guess I was kind of like Wanda in WandaVision, but like with less Stepford Wife suburb vibes.
God, I missed you, Sybil.
Super duper power?
A reality-altering device known as the Garden of Forking Paths. It came with a tiara, and anyone wearing it could will basically anything into existence. Like Aladdin's lamp, but a lifetime supply of wishes.
I've heard of it. A mind over matter machine that allows your mind to actually rearrange matter?
There is no spoon, yada yada.
If I recall correctly, the explanation in the first game was that
the Neofeudals
you can swap out pieces of the multiverse with your universe, so you can control reality in a localized
fighter
sense.
Jets, aircraft carriers, nuclear missiles, and stuff into space, between Phobos and Deimos and the asteroid belt, actually. That part actually felt really empowering, or maybe empowering isn't the right word. Anyway, the wealthiest families, including my own, plotted a counter-coup against me, and finally succeeded with the help of a betrayer from my inner circle.
Oh no.
The double-crosser also sabotaged the Garden of Forking Paths, stealing key parts of it.
Please tell me the betrayer wasn't Carl Carbon.
Could stop them. And after that, what
I'll be heartbroken.
my egalite government managed in the world quickly reversed as the Neofeudals took over, and I was forced into hiding without my godlike power. I assume you know the final fate of my homeworld by now.
Earth is a toxic, lifeless husk. Yeah, I got the memo.
Equally mysteriously, after the overthrow, one of the founding members of my Egalite cooperative, a powerful and enigmatic entity known as Aleph, suddenly resurrected. Aleph
was her bodyguard from the first game.
To open a mysterious portal. I and a handful of my fellow Egalite members entered the portal and arrived here on this planet in this time.
Just glad the tornado didn't separate us on the whirlwind trip to Oz.
Me too, babe.
Huh. Yeah, let's ask about all of this. The Garden of Forking Paths, I know of it. Yeah, it's a famous short story by Borges. And if I remember correctly, the explanation in the first game was that it's basically a giant quantum computing system that can swap out parts of your universe for, like, other alternate universes that exist in the multiverse, where anything you can imagine has happened. So, like, if an enemy was invading you with their fighter jets, you could use the Garden of Forking Paths to just essentially swap out that chunk of your universe, the part where the jets are, for an alternate reality where the jets are made of marshmallow and they instantly just disintegrate under your gunfire. You know, you can effectively, whoever has the crown on can effectively rewrite reality, because the quantum computer just kind of finds other alternate realities and then, you know, copy pastes sections of it onto ours. What became of... Oh wait, let me ask about this first.
I've seen this Garden of Forking Paths. You're saying it originated on Earth, was disassembled into Lego pieces, and has been brought to this planet in this time?
That's it, in a nutshell. We suspect the Neofeudal elite transported the throne, although why they left it in the war zone is unclear.
Huh.
And the torches?
As I said, the betrayer stole them, deposing me, but they also appear to be at odds with the creme de la creme of the council, else the throne would be revivified. Perhaps the thieves scattered the shards to prevent their rival rulers from activating the garden if they were apprehended.
Oh, that would explain why we've been scavenger hunting.
Okay.
If the cat burglar in the past had waltzed up their red carpet, the Neofeudals would have definitely turned that ultimate power TM on and started enslaving the galaxy by now. That Bisberg Zuckerbuck lady is the worst.
They have class solidarity against the lowborns, but the royals are also constantly bickering, trying to recarve the cake. The palace is filled with constant white-glove slap fights between the Clington Bushes, the Koch Jobs, and the Gates Waltons. There were coups within coups within coups at the last Fulcrum G8 summit I attended.
I mean, just
Absolute
like real
power corrupting,
life.
Absolutely and all.
Clinton Bush, Koch Jobs.
Clington Bush, Gates Walton, Koch Jobs. Some of those ring a bell, but I don't recognize them as major, powerful names in this time.
Yes, our royal families totally excel at rewriting history. Kind of like exfoliating the dead, tarnished skin for a fresh, young, innocent look. Imperialist proxy war becomes accidental police action. Nazis become German combatants. Capitalism becomes predatory capitalism. War becomes peace. War criminal becomes mainstream TV host.
Yeah, Oliver North,
My
anybody?
Family members have
that
new
man
names
is a
and titles
fucking
now.
war criminal.
Clinton Bushes now call themselves Bisberg
They made him a
Zuckerbucks,
fox
at least in front of the
anchor.
common masses.
What became of Volterra?
Our Red Star liaison, Volterra. The last time I saw her, she was being eaten alive by homicidal microrobots.
So I've heard. Volterra Gates Walton is a crowned class traitor, like me. But unlike me, she can sit at the round table without being put on the menu. For my reign of egalitarian terror, the aristocracy would at best imprison me on sight, if not execute me via electric chair. I am persona non grata. As such, Volterra tried her best to play double agent for our Red Star's cause, but it seems our enemy sussed her out. I had heard through the red tomato vine that Volterra may have survived the assassination, with assistance from powerful allies.
So Volterra might still be alive. And she was telling the truth about fighting for us.
Okay, so I guess she wasn't evil? Babe?
Long story, but Silver Streak and I are a thing.
Yeah. We're partners in revolutionating, and just partners. Even if I am holographic.
I'm not judging or anything. I mean, I'm with a robot. Or I was, anyway.
Oh shit, I noticed I can see Carl's face
Cause
on
has a
the
way of
computer
revealing
monitor.
true colors, you know? Tinder and Applebee's dates don't hold a candle.
Truly. Finding a good guy if you're into mask types is a nightmare nowadays. Like searching for a needle in a needle stack.
I know, right? Girl, I hated dating so much. I was once with a rocket boy who only dated me to score cash infusions from my central bank owning daddy.
Ew. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot. Was she dating Elon, his character in the first game or something? I vaguely remember something about that. Alright, so, okay, we've asked about everything. So what do we do now?
Well, I hate to be the doom-scrolling Cassandra, but my best friend and comrades wandered off. Our most powerful ally disappeared, along with the nanite-infected noblesse Volterra, who was spearheading our op. Ragnarok has come to pass, this world is shattered, and almost everyone in Bizon 426 is dead or being hunted down. So what's the plan now?
Bad as this SIDREP is, if the Plutos collect all the Infinity Stones, it's gonna make this messed up galaxy a whole lot worse.
Well, I can see that, but what are you gonna do once you get all 7 shards?
I'm not sure yet, but I know now that I shouldn't be the one to unilaterally decide that. I was the iconoclast queen of the worlds once, and I don't want to repeat that mistake.
Well,
fair
I'm
enough,
guessing you know
I guess,
I was
Sybil.
part of a Red Star splinter group tasked with locating these shards.
We did. Have you had any success?
Still, I would die for
We
you, my
managed to
queen.
find 3. I have one here.
I love the sound they make.
Amazing! Oh my gosh, this is like totally awesome news. What about the other 2?
My partner, well, ex-partner, ex-boy, we have a situationship, or maybe a complicationship, you might say. Anyway, my former colleague, Nostromo, he has the other 2, and unfortunately he disappeared before all Helion broke loose.
Damn. Well, at least those fat cat bastards can't activate God mode, as long as we've got the Dark Crystal dongle. But I think we'd better locate your ex ASAP.
Agreed. Lith, do you have any idea where he might be?
I don't have the faintest clue. Like I said, he just walked away at Paradise Estates. Then the net went dark, the power went down, the great flood of machines came. I wasn't thinking about anything but surviving another night, finding food and one day having a chance to get back to... Wait, I know where he is.
Probably with his wife. Well,
or
if she's
where
alive.
Nostromo would have went if he survived.
Hey, any lead is better than none.
Great. Well, we better get heading there. Just give me the coordinates to enter and we'll be there in a literal blink of an eye.
A minute later.
Amazing! I just know we're all going to be besties and totally succeed at the revolution this time.
Yeah, not gonna lie, your Beverly Hills accent kind of triggers bad high school memories of Mean Girls. But I take your meaning.
Buckle up, secure your baggage, and return table trays to upright position, flesh havers.
Oh shit, that is okay. Alright, fucking hell. Did they just steal a custom JC Denton model? No, that character is from the first game that Silver Spook made, Def Mole, which was a full conversion mod from Deus Ex, and they put the character in this game as well. But it comes from a Deus Ex mod, so it's like an intentional remodel of that. All right. Let me make a save. What do I even call this scene? I don't know. Robots Eternity. What? God. Alright, I should probably end stream here, though, because it's getting late, and I gotta head out to see a movie, in a little bit. But this is fun. I'm fascinated to see where the story goes from here. And as always, it was great having Silver Spook in chat to give a little commentary. Alright, let me see who's live now. Enjoy the new Animal Farm. I'm seeing the Backrooms movie. Who's streaming now? Is Messi on? No. But yeah, I'm gonna go see the Backrooms movie. But yeah, thank you for the raid, Silver Spook. I know you've already left, but I appreciate it, man. And it's always interesting having you in chat to get your commentary on the game while we're playing it. Yeah, who's online now that I can raid? Silas streaming? No. Elvish. I guess I could raid Elvish. Haven't raided him in a little bit. Or I could raid Paddlesnake as well, I suppose. It's been a while since we raided him too. There we go. But yeah, I'll be streaming tomorrow. Olivia and I will be playing some more Fallout, New Vegas. And then the day after that, it'll be Chubby Trash Cinema Club and more Death Stranding 2 again. But yeah, I fucking love Neofeud. I'm so interested to see where the story goes. At this point, I don't know exactly where we are. Maybe at like the halfway point, possibly. I mean, we've got like half the magical gemstones for like the Garden of Forking Paths. Well, we've got one. We need a bunch more. So I assume there's at least a decent amount more left of the plot. Oh, God. But yeah, I'll be live tomorrow. All right.